Did you go in without Victor and then you lose Steph? How do you think the guys responded?
I thought they responded really well. I think there was obviously some lineups that we haven't had a lot of time and continuity with, and we had some guys play a few more minutes than they had played previously and needed some guys that have been playing to take on some different roles. I thought everybody stepped up for the most part. Still want to be more consistent at times, but that's the never-ending battle.
What exactly happened with Steph, and what's the prognosis there that you know of?
To be honest, I'm not sure. I believe it's his hip, but I don't know anything. I just was told that he wasn't coming back in the game. It obviously wasn't something, there was no drastic fall or big incident, I don't believe. Maybe there was a play, but I'm not sure.
Coach, you guys had 38 assists as a team tonight. What do you think went into the team playmaking?
I think we did a really good job pushing the ball. So I think we got out in transition and got some stuff in the open court. And then I thought we did a good job also against their aggressive pick and roll coverage at times, that hitting the pocket or hitting the open man and then letting the second or third guy that touches the ball sometimes have the advantage. And every now and then you get two on the ball and you pass it out. And unfortunately, the guy that was in the pick and roll, Fox, a lot of times tonight may not get the hockey assist on that, but the third, fourth, fifth guy that touched the ball at times, we got some stuff around the rim, and then we got some really good three-point opportunities out of that.
It seemed like Luke really filled in well on both sides of the ball. What makes it so easy for these guys to play with him in the place of Victor?
I think the same thing when Victor was here, right? He is very clear on his role, and he embraces it, and a lot of times he stars in it, and he's kind of a seamless fit for our organization in a lot of ways, and he does a lot of things to help the team, whether that's if you're in the right spot, it makes me a lot easier to know where my right spot is if you're always there. And so, when you have someone of that intellect and that feel for the game, it can make it very easy for his teammates at times. I thought everybody that had an uptick in minutes was great. Jeremy and Kelly was a little bit of a duel at times in how we were subbing. I thought they were both great. They both competed defensively, and they kept it simple offensively. And it's amazing when you do that, you get rewarded is the wrong word because they earned what they got. But in terms of, shot opportunities and things go your way because you put the right energy into it, and they did a great job.
Last year when Victor was out, just didn't really have a lot of options for filling that spot. Is it nice just to have some options this year?
I think our group is equipped to navigate roster volatility as we've seen in terms of availability this year. And so obviously Victor is a very big puzzle piece. They're not all created equal, and we'll have to continue to navigate that at times when he's out. But we've done it all year from the start till now, and we'll continue to do it.
Coach, Keldon had a double-double tonight. How do you describe his impact tonight when everything is disruptive as far as line?
Yeah. I think, Keldon and Julian had been playing more than Kelly and Jeremy, but the similar sentiment. With the uptick in opportunity and minutes, those guys stepped up and competed and made a lot of plays on both ends of the court, and we needed them. That's a very talented team.
As far as Devin is concerned, how did you feel like how he looked in his effort tonight as well?
I thought he did a really good job attacking the paint. He did a good job of not settling at times. He's a very good jump shooter, and he makes, pull-up jump shots a lot, but he's also a dynamic athlete with the ball in his hands and can get pressure on the rim as well, and I thought he did a good job of that tonight, and he also had 7 assists, so that means he was in attack mode.
Theo's spent so much of his career as kind of the main playmaker on a team, but since he's come back, there's been so many other guys playmaking, and with Vic and Steph out, how did it look to see him just kind of have pretty big control of the offense the way he used to in his career?
Yeah, I thought he did a really good job of that. I thought he made plays. I think even in Sacramento, a lot of times he would be the guy on the second side, even though he was the main, creator, playmaker at the usually terminating the possession. Sabonis would they play second side and whatnot. But anyway, I thought he did a really good job of being aggressive for himself and his teammates, to your point. And he is so dynamic that it's going to be tough to play him one-on-one. And then when he sees the crowd, he'll have opportunities to make his teammates better like he did tonight. So it was good to see. And I think it's always sometimes you can be freed of decision making when you have less options to choose from. So, you got the big fella to be happy, Steph plays, and so he probably could be a little bit more aggressive tonight, not have to play nice.
You think you get Victor back possibly Tuesday?
I have not got any more information since we talked pregame, but again, I know he's chomping at the bit. He wanted to play 82 games. Calf tightness. We'll see what that means, and when we dive into it. But we're not gonna gamble on that one. Bad choice of words. Sorry.
Rephrase it.
Yeah, we're not gonna risk it.
De'Aaron, in the few times he's spoken publicly this year, he's talked almost every time about how he's there to support Vic's development, and he's a max player. Like a lot of max players don't say stuff like that. How has his, humbleness and the role that he's accepted helped you to be able to coach this team?
Yeah, from 1 to 18, these guys, the level of engagement and commitment to want to be here. It's very clear that we have the face of our franchise, and he's comfortable with that, and everybody around him is. And I think for De'Aaron to be one of the faces of his franchise prior to joining our group and wanting to really be here and show that desire, it helps set the tone for everybody else, because he has been someone who's been in similar shoes where he's been the max guy and the big dog with his group. So it really helps empower me, coach them hard, and keep them accountable when you have some of the guys at the forefront with that type of mindset.
Did you guys change